That's what's happening. You know what's going on.
December. December, yeah?
It's public news, but we're getting it down. We're throwing it down in December.
You better get that derby.
God willing. Yeah? And same to you, bro. Make sure you win this year.
Hey, bro, you're gonna be bad, bro.
That's what's happening. You know what's going on.
December. December, yeah?
It's public news, but we're getting it down. We're throwing it down in December.
You better get that derby.
God willing. Yeah? And same to you, bro. Make sure you win this year.
What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So it looks as though the highly anticipated or once highly anticipated matchup between Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua will happen in December of this year. However, according to what Malik Scott is saying, they do want a tune-up fight in between, or a stay busy fight, should I say, in between them being Deontay Wilder, which makes sense because Deontay Wilder last fought in September of 2022. It wouldn't make any sense to go, a whole year and some months without fighting, so I can understand that, man. But before I get into it, before I give you my thoughts, let's do the research, all right? So, shout out to BoxingSocial.com. It says Deontay Wilder's trainer confirms Joshua fight. AJ let the cat out the bag. Deontay Wilder's trainer Malik Scott has all but confirmed his man is set to face Anthony Joshua in December. Wilder and Joshua have been linked to a fight against each other for years. At one stage, it looked like the two would even be meeting to crown an undisputed king of the division. Times have changed, with neither man now holding any titles. That doesn't seem to have taken any of the intrigue away from the matchup, with some still calling it the biggest fight in boxing. Yeah, it's definitely not the biggest fight in boxing anymore, but I'll talk about that in a little later. It says earlier this week, Joshua confirmed. This is the video. Actually, this is the video that you heard in the beginning of my video. This is the clip that you heard in the beginning of my video. It says earlier this week, Joshua confirmed he was set to throw down against the Bronze Bomber in December, and Scott has backed up those comments, but hinted they were preparing for a fight in between. Deontay's on fire. Everything is going as planned. AJ let the cat out the bag. Well, not just AJ. It's no secret that him and Deontay will fight. But it's a long way from here till then, talking about December. And we're trying to work on some other things until then. But yeah. In terms of predictions, Scott believes it will be a quick night at the office for Team Wilder. I believe it's the biggest heavyweight fight. I see AJ coming out a little cautious. I see AJ coming out trying to jab. I see him coming out doing everything he's supposed to. And then I also see AJ getting knocked out within 3 rounds. Something like that. I might be wrong about the round, but he at times he takes a certain chance early in the fight, and I don't think he'll get away with that with Deontay. I can tell you one thing. I might be wrong about the round, but what I won't be wrong about is him getting knocked out. Quite amazingly, Wilder versus Joshua might not be the main event when the fight takes place at the end of the year, with Saudi Arabia looking to make an undisputed clash between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk in the same night. Fans are rightly skeptical. This holds water though. I'm definitely skeptical about that because I don't see. Man, that would be. I don't even know, like, if if they had like Tyson Fury versus Usyk and then Wilder versus Joshua as the co-main event. I don't even know. They have to have a lot of money to throw at these fighters to make that happen, bro. I mean a lot, because Wilder and AJ will basically be having to get paid main event money. I don't know if they did that. That'd be absolutely crazy if they were able to pull that off, man. All right, man. Listen, here you go. Here's my thoughts. All right, first and foremost, man. Hopefully they can get this fight, man. I definitely feel like this fight will still be a huge fight. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you have two fighters that are hard hitters. I mean, this fight has just everything written on just a knockout. It'll definitely be a knockout in this fight, right? I believe that Deontay Wilder would beat Anthony Joshua, but I'll get into that in a little bit. But I will say this, man. At one point, this could have been the biggest fight in this generation. This fight at one point actually would have been bigger than Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford, Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. This fight would have been bigger than all that. Why? Because everybody knows that when the heavyweight division is healthy, boxing is healthy, right? So if you had, at one particular time, you had two undefeated heavyweight champions that were knockout artists, right? Deontay Wilder, like, I think only one person went the distance with Deontay Wilder, and I think as far as AJ goes, I think AJ had like 100% knockout ratio, right? You had two undefeated knockout artists in the heavyweight division, and to top things off, it would have been for all the belts, undisputed. Deontay Wilder had the WBC belt, which he had captured from Bermane Stiverne. Anthony Joshua had the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO, which actually were previously held by Tyson Fury but he relinquished them after he got them after he beat Vladimir Klitschko, but he relinquished them after he retired for a little bit, having issues or whatnot. So this fight would have been for the undisputed heavyweight championship, and we just could not get the fight, and I don't even want to get involved. Like, bro, it's just so much, man, going as to why this fight. I don't even like to get involved, like even talk about it, because it was just so many things. It irritated me. At one particular time, that's all everybody was talking about, because this fight was gonna be huge. Now, yeah, is the fight big? Of course. You got two big names in the heavyweight division, two knockout artists. Yeah, the fight is still huge. Don't get it twisted. But is it anywhere as big as it once was? I'll probably say it's not as big as it once was. All right, it's not as big as it once was, or it could have been. Personally, I have, like I said, I have Wilder beating AJ, especially at this point in AJ's career. I think AJ is going through what I call an identity crisis, and what that means is when you see a fighter bounce from trainer to trainer to try to figure out a style that suits them. I think that AJ is he's just trying to find himself right now. I've seen fighters go through that. Chad Dawson, Miguel Cotto, where they just didn't know really where to go, what style really fit them, and this, that, and the third or whatnot. So I've seen fighters go through that, and normally when fighters go through that, they just it takes. Well, Miguel Cotto was actually able to find himself going to Freddie Roach, right? But Chad Dawson was never really able to get back on to where he should have been at, right? So I don't know. I just wonder where AJ is mentally. I wonder how good he is mentally or whatnot. But I've always felt like AJ is a bit robotic, meaning that yes, Tyson Fury's style is gonna always be like the kryptonite for Wilder. It's just that elusiveness. He's big as hell. He's slick as hell. Outweighed Wilder like by 50 pounds or something like that. Tyson Fury's style is just a nightmare for Wilder. However, Anthony Joshua's style, he's more robotic. His head is right there to be hit right by that too. And everybody and their mama knows that if it's one punch that Deontay Wilder can hit you with and can knock you out cold with, is the two, which is, for y'all that don't know boxing, the right hand, the straight right. So and even Tyson Fury has stated this on multiple occasions, like, bro, matter of fact, let me go ahead and just put that clip on here real quick so you guys can hear.
I saw that time, I felt it. No wonder AJ didn't want no part of that right hand. He can't move like me, he'd have been nailed. But can't talk.
AJ gets up on that 2 piece in that 12.
No way. No way. He can't move, so he would never have got out of the way of Wilder. Wilder's got lightning fists and he's dynamite in his hands. Great fighter. I respect him a lot.
But ultimately, we still have to see the fight, man, because I could very much be wrong, bro. Anthony Joshua is a hell of a fighter. But let me know what you guys think, man. Are you still interested in this fight? Like, comment, subscribe. Who do you see winning? But what do I know?